Hey boys and girls, it's Mrs. Olson here with your last video on this packet. Exciting, right? The last topic on this packet is perimeter. And perimeter is very simple, but you were given lots of pages on it because it can be looked at in many ways. The perimeter of a shape is adding up the distance all around the outside. So if you were to walk the perimeter of your house, you would walk all the way around the outside. So to do this, though, you need to know shape attributes. For example, square, all four sides are equal. So if they only give you the measurement on one side, then you know that all the sides are going to be the same. Or a rectangle, opposite sides are equal. Or an isosceles triangle, two sides are the same. An equilateral triangle, all sides are the same. So keeping these things in mind will help you solve perimeter problems, and the more you know about shapes, the more it will help you. Alright, let's take a look at some of these pages, and I'm sure you'll pick it up very quickly. Here we go. Okay, so this says label the unknown side lengths of the regular shapes below. So this is where those attributes are going to come into play. Knowing that, okay, these sides are all the same. This is an equilateral triangle. These sides are all the same. It's a square. These sides are all the same. It's an octagon. It's a regular octagon, yes. And then these sides are all the same. It's a hexagon, okay? So, it says then find the perimeter. Now, because these sides are all the same, we can use repeated addition or we can use multiplication. So, I know that, let's look at a triangle. I know that all the sides are the same. So this is going to be 4 inches. Remember your labels. And this is going to be 4 inches. There are 3 4s, so 3 times 4 equals 12. So the perimeter is 12 inches. I could also have done 4 plus 4 plus 4. Okay? This is a square. All sides are the same. 8. Oh, forgot my labels. Okay, so they're 4/8. So 4 times 8 gives us 32. So 32 centimeters. And the same thing would go with the shapes below. So I know there are 8 sides in an octagon. Every side should be labeled 9 meters. So 9 times 8 is 72 meters. All these sides are 6, so 6 times 6 is 36 inches. I believe you could do the rest of those. Easy peasy, right? So, it says Roxanne draws a regular pentagon. This word regular means all the sides are the same. And labels the side length shown below. Find the perimeter of Roxanne's pentagon. So, if all the sides are the same, you would add up all the sides or multiply 7 times 5, right? Each side of a square field, square means all the sides are the same, it measures 24 meters. What is the perimeter of the field? So they give you, they're giving you a side. I'm sorry, I thought they gave you the perimeter. They're giving you the side, 4 sides to a square. You can multiply it out. And then what is the perimeter of a rectangle sheet? Draw the rectangle, label it. Opposite sides for rectangles. So this one, so we have 8 and 11 is what they're saying. So opposite sides are equal. So I would add these up. 8 plus 8 equals 16. 11 plus 11 equals 22. Then I can add these up. So 16 plus 22 is 8. Okay, so 38. Always label inches. So we often say with perimeter, we mark perimeter as P. So we would say P equals 38 inches. So we know where the answer is. Alright? So let's look at another way of looking at it. This time they give you all the measurements and they want you to figure out the perimeter. The answers give you the scrambled up below here, I think. Unscrambled the letters is bottom. Oh no, it's just unscrambled thing. Okay. So these you can either add up or you can multiply by 2. So 6 plus 3 is 9, 6 plus 3 is 9, 9 plus 9 is 18. Remember to put your labels because they're not all feet. Okay, so perimeter is adding around the outside. Just around the outside. Alright. You can do that, I'm sure. Okay, so this one is starting to look at some irregular shapes here. So we have a cross. It's still adding up the outside. So you have to add all these numbers together. So 14 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2 plus 6 plus 2 plus 2 plus 4. So I'm going to show you with an example with this number 8 here. What I do when I add them up is I cross them off. So 14 plus 4 is 18. Plus 2 more is 20. Plus 2 more is 22. Plus 6 more is 28. Plus 2 more is 30. Plus 2 more is 32. Plus 4 more is 36. So the answer is 36 meters. And if I cross them off, then I know that I didn't miss any. This one I could multiply. There's 5 5s, 5 times 5. This one I'd have to add it. 13 and 13 plus 2 plus 9 plus 2, and so on. Okay. Same thing here. You need to add them all up. Remember, when it gets to a lot of them, cross them off as you add them up. Don't be afraid to add them on a scrap piece of paper or on the side, because adding 17 3 times isn't exactly easy. Okay? But it is just adding. You're just adding all these numbers up. Okay. Fill in the missing sides and then find the perimeter of the shape. These are all rectangles. What do we know about rectangles? Well, except for this one. So whenever they give you one side, chances are it's a square. Opposite sides are equal. So if this side's 12, this side's 12. If this side's 10, this side's 10. Opposite sides are equal. Fill in the missing sides, add them up. Same thing here. Okay, this one, they don't give you the number of sides, but you are just counting. Notice they put units here because they don't tell us what these are. Alright, so you have to count. So I know that this side is 1, 2, 3. This is 1. This is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 1. 3. 3. And 1. You have to get every side. The perimeter. Here's the perimeter. You're not counting blocks, you're counting sides. So even though I marked a 1 here on this side, I still have to mark it here because that's still a side. So 5 plus 1 plus 1 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1 is 18. Alright, same thing here. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 3. And I'm going to add those all up. This one should be easy for you. Be careful that you do not multiply 4 by, like, you don't find the area. Area is multiplying length times width. You want to find around the outside, and you have to look very closely as to what around the outside is. And make sure you get every side. I find it is easier to trace it so I know what I'm looking for. Okay, word problems. So let's look at the example they gave us. Erica made a painting in art class. It is 9 inches tall and 4 inches wide. What is the perimeter of the painting? So they drew it, 9 inches tall, 4 inches wide. Well, I know it's a rectangle, so opposite sides are equal. Add up 9 plus 9 plus 4 plus 4, I get 26 inches. Okay? Labels are important. Let's look at another one. Oliver bought a rectangular pizza. It has a width of 10 inches and a height of 5 inches. What is the perimeter of the pizza? So width of 10 inches and a height of 5 inches. So first what we're going to do is I always like to write my answer first. So they didn't make you write an answer statement, but I'm going to put P equals. And now I'm looking for perimeter. Right. So then I'm going to draw a picture. So I got a pizza here, and it says width of 10 and a height of 5. Okay. And these are inches. Well, I know opposite sides are equal. So this side's going to be 10, and this side's going to be 5. Well, 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 plus 10 is 20. So 30 inches. And you just keep going with it. Perimeter is really that simple. You just add up around the outside. And that is all she wrote. So, what do you need to know about perimeter? Perimeter is adding up all the sides, no matter how many there are. Remember your labels, and remember your shape attributes. Squares, all sides are the same. Equilateral triangle, all sides are the same. Rectangle, opposite sides are equal. A regular shape, so a regular hexagon, a regular octagon, a regular pentagon, means all sides are the same. A square or rectangle has 4 sides. Pentagon has 5 sides. A hexagon has 6 sides. And an octagon has 8 sides. Alright, as always, if you have any questions about how this works, please get in touch with myself or your teacher, and we'll be happy to go into more detail. But I think you can do it. And you finished your packet. Have a great day.